Here we are to round 5 of the Guild Wars 2 expansion series with Janthir Wilds. There have been plenty of rumors about this new expansion from Arenanets MMO, some were even saying we're traveling back in time to the events of Guild Wars 1, and you know what? I would have loved that. Just imagine experiencing story elements of Guild Wars 1 again with the new possibilities of the newer game and the newer engine. I think that would have been amazing, but difficult at the same time if you want to stick to continuity, of course. Instead, we're traveling up north to the coasts of Janthir, and this doesn't have to be a bad thing. However, I don't know if I'm just tired from gaming overall, if my expectations are too high, or what else is wrong with me. Now, I will probably regret this video, as I have applied to become an Arenanet partner at some point. Nevertheless, some things just disturbed me after watching the reveal trailer. I found the reveal trailer underwhelming, and I need to figure out what it is exactly that disturbs me. The trailer starts and we see the seas and beautiful waterfalls, stunning landscapes. We can assume Arenanet is going to give their best in integrating beautiful looking assets within the possibilities of the engine. Don't get me wrong, in my opinion the devs and artists at Arenanet are highly skilled and I have high respect for their work. Even the White Mantle is mentioned, which is in fact a very interesting information. If we remember Season 3 of The Living World, Rox once mentioned that Minister Caudacus has revealed himself as the latest confessor of the White Mantle and apparently retreated to the Isles of Janthir. And even in Guild Wars 1, Janthir was the center of some story missions our hero was able to experience. So once again, we are closing a story loop, collecting those loose ends and tying them together. At least that is what I hope, and I hope for connections to the previous game, of course. Now, what else are we getting? Arenanet says they are introducing features players have been asking for a long time. We're getting some new skill sets as spears are being introduced for fighting on land and in water. However, during the trailer the fights with that spear look slightly clunky, slow, and the movement doesn't feel good. I just hope this is only a first look at this new weapon and it will improve further until the release in August. Was I really waiting for a new weapon? Not really, and I don't understand the hype about it, though I obviously cannot speak for the entire community. I'm just worried that adding new weapons and skills eat a lot of time, which could have been rather invested into design and story. Obviously, I don't know how the team is managed. Maybe it will be fine. Arenanet also teased the availability of homesteads, which you will be able to customize and decorate. This is also nothing I've been waiting for, but still I think it might be a nice addition, giving your own realm a little more personality. Apparently you will also be able to invite friends and spend time with them. You will have some land to cultivate. All the features are, of course, unlocked in a mastery line. I just hope all of this will have a further purpose, because I'm not a fan of adding features just for the sake of adding them and dumping time into them. So what else is going to happen? A new story also featuring the Kodan. The Warclaw, a mount previously available in World vs. World only, will be introduced into the PvE open world with a new mechanic. A new PvP mode with an additional map is going to be launched into beta test. Maybe we are getting some open world PvP style, that would be interesting actually. And Guild Wars 2 with all of its expansions will be made available in the Epic Games Store. That will hopefully mean new players. All of this sounds great, just like a great expansion, and usually the expansions from Guild Wars 2 are of very high quality. So what is my problem exactly? It is the overall situation of Guild Wars 2, I guess. In my opinion, it feels like the team is out of breath. The ideas on how to expand these games are getting less, and all of a sudden just every little secret is being touched, just to get a little bit more content out for this game. At least it feels like it. Also, the game has become so vast that many areas feel abandoned after a new expansion get released. Let's take Ilona or Cantha for example. After Secrets of the Obscure started, I barely see players in these regions, even leading to meta events failing due to the lack of players. The areas feel disconnected to each other, and while I understand why Arenanet is doing this, at times it feels a little bit off. You have this enormous map with remote areas you need to unlock via story or teleport into them. Within the main map, you can still explore explore and find a way to the next area, making exploration interesting. Though still all of a sudden there are big grey spots just in the middle of the main map. See, it is not a particular point I want to criticize on Guild Wars 2, and I still love this game and I would recommend it. Still, I consider it as one of my favorite games I love to spend time in. However, the overall situation and something on this expansion just doesn't feel okay right now. In addition, the trailer doesn't give me much to think about, it is just there. Maybe I expected more and maybe I just need to wait for further information. My hopes are however high for this new expansion. I'm looking forward to additional details being revealed hopefully soon. Okay, before we close this video, I quickly want to show you which additions you will be able to get for the next expansion and what they will cost you more or less. The standard edition with only the story basically will cost you $24.99. The deluxe edition with an additional character slot, identity repair kit, the Wayfinder's versatile table, homestead decoration and some collectible gathering tools is available at $49.99. Last but not least, we have the Ultimate Edition, which also grants you 4,000 gems. This edition will cost you $74.99. All the prices mentioned are in euros. When pre-ordering, any of these editions will also give you the Homesteader in-game title and a few skins for weapons and gear. Obviously, don't quote me on any of this, further details can be found on guildwars2.com in the shop, which will also display your regional price in currency. Wishes for the future? I want to play with my North American friends without the need to pay for region or world transfers. I still wish Arenanet would let me play with friends from other regions in the PvE open world. Please make this possible. Not for PvP, but please for PvE at least. Free those regions. That is all I have to say about this expansion 5, Janthir Wilds, for Guild Wars 2, which is going to be released on August the 20th. I'm curious to see what we will get in detail, and maybe my worries are just unnecessary. Thanks for watching and take care of yourself. See you on the next one.